we'll bring it forward and we'll look at on that.
Very good.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we're going to go into executive session, but first, there's two things I want you to consider. The planning board, when I spoke to, Mr. Walsh, Art Walsh passed away. He was an excellent candidate. I mean, he was an excellent member of the planning board, and he brought a lot of experience to it, so now we have a vacancy in the planning board. Jerry O'Donnell brought up an so one of the things I want you to consider also is candidates. We've got some candidates came forward, are interested in it. I'm sure more will. So let's just hold on until we get everybody, that's interested. I don't want to put an ad in the paper because if anybody wants to be, they know about the vacancy. So we'll have enough candidates without putting it in the paper. Jerry came up with an interesting idea, and I guess it would be for all those three boards, but he was mostly concerned with the planning board, coming up with an alternate. Like this year, we've had a couple of meetings where we've only had three people. You have to have three people, and same with the other boards. So if we have an alternate, when one of them is out, and again, it's just something I want you to consider.
I'll tell you, I have served on several of these boards.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm certainly willing to learn anything and discuss anything. But the difficulty with an alternate is that they're not a vested member.
Yeah.
And they are not there for the previous meeting. And I think that this most comes up specifically because of the last decision of the planning board.
No, it came up because of the attendance at the planning. There's only
three people were there. Only three people were there because Art was ill.
Meanwhile,
and then Art passed away. So
yeah.
I think that you didn't have a full board, and that was unfortunate. However, alternates have no compunction. There's no way to mandate that they are up on it. So I'm certainly willing to discuss anything, but I'm initially very wary of the concept.
Okay.
Just from my understanding, the law allows for alternates?
Well, no, we'd have to amend the law. Yeah, we'd have to amend the law. But David's looking into whether we can amend the law.
We might not even be able to.
We might not even be able to, so.
Yeah,
I don't even know why you would want to.
Yeah, I know from my...
Well, the only reason why I brought it up because Jerry said it to me.
I understand.
At the time, sounded like a good idea.
I understand, but...
But a lot of things sound like good ideas the first time they come up. But
kind of equate the same way you're saying, Marcy, is, and I think, again, I don't speak for Matt, but I think you might feel the same way. He and I both picked a number of juries, and you pick your 2 or 3 alternates, and unfortunately, when one of them is thrust in because one of the name had to step out at the 11th hour, it really screws up your jury.
Not only that, the alternate would be called in for a significant vote.
Yeah, they were
and you would have a total change in what happened with the board.
It's the same kind of thing. They were sleeping half the time because they figured they were the alternate, and then all of a sudden they're thrust into duty and they have no idea what.
The difficulty is when you have someone who is ill the way Art was.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah, he was a very good member.
Yeah.
I knew his wife for years.
He was a good board member as well.
He was a very good
board member.
Very good board member. Really got involved. So start thinking of people that you'd like to see on that board. And
I'm not in favor of it, John. I'll listen to anything you want to say.
In addition to that, I'm saying start thinking of people for the board. Suggestions, and we'll talk about them when I get back.
Good.
I'm going to be gone next.
Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to Atlantic City and then to South Carolina. So I'll miss the next 2 meetings. Honestly, we'll be acting.
Okie dokie.
I'll be reachable by cell phone when I have it near me and can find it.
Last time
we
went on vacation, it's no 36 inches.
I do recall, sweetheart. I truly do recall. Oh, and Jimmy, Michael, and I say, wait a minute, haven't we done this before?
And we need to go into executive session to discuss the pending lawsuit with the town on the sewer line.
Okay.
I want to talk about my grants before we do so.
Certainly. And I was just going to do that, anybody that wants to
Okay.
talk. Because when we go into executive session, we'll adjourn from executive session because it's that. So I was going to just go down the line, so you're on.
Okay. Just to kind of review for everyone in the media here. 2 Fridays ago, I learned from David Church about a grant being offered through the county for green energy conservation funding. And the way the grant works is it's basically can be used for anything except construction and purchasing of items. Basically, it's for the research end. So I spoke to Art, and Art and I derived at 2 potential projects. One is to look into solar panels for the sewer plant, find out exactly the feasibility, what it would cost, how much it would save, all that. Just basically get the numbers, find out if it would work. And the other project was doing an energy audit of Maplewood, this building. Basically going around, checking all the windows, doors, things like that, seeing if we're losing energy. And energy audit, it wouldn't be things like solar or anything crazy like that. Maybe some extra caulking here and there, things that have minimal impact but could potentially save money. So those are the 2 projects we derived at. I emailed everyone about it last week, and got feedback from everyone, basically saying the due date was Friday, and the grant is a matching grant. So we would need a board agreement to do it. After I heard back from everyone, I put us in for it, but after we discussed it tonight, we aren't interested. The planning department said we can always withdraw the applications. So, and the way it works is it's matching, but it can also be in kind. So meaning if we can get someone to donate services or anything like that, then we wouldn't actually have to put up money. So I have handouts that Art came up with. I don't think I have 3 of each. This is the one for Village Hall. That's Village Hall. Actually, there's 3 for Village Hall. And there's 2 for the wastewater treatment plant. Basically, these are just going to have numbers, but it's basically to find out what it would cost for us to get solar panels, how much it would save, how feasible it is.
For Village Hall?
No, solar panels for the sewer.
So what do we,
For Village Hall, it would just be an energy audit. The cost in there would be, I believe, around
6,000.
Yeah, 6,000 around.
total, I believe.
Yeah. So we'll have to come up with 3,000, basically, 33, whatever.
Right, unless we can get in kind, but I
Yeah.
think we want to assume that we would have to pay and not just, quote for in kind. And the sewer plant would be around a cost of $4,500 for the village, I believe.
Now, it's one or the other, right?
No, we can do both,
We can do both.
but it's up to us.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
My concern, and I expressed this to you, I have concerns about doing this for the Village Hall because it's vague and I don't know what it means. And I appreciate your position in doing a good job and, getting us in so that we don't lose out.
Sure.
But it's an old building, and obviously there's loss of energy. The question becomes, when you have a historic building, weighing the yin with the yang and understanding the fact that there is a value to having an historic building. And a lot of people have spent a lot of time, going back to Alison Quackenbush, a lot of energy, time, and love on this place, to change things because there might be windows that save more energy, has a significant impact on this place. So I'm concerned, not because I don't want to gain knowledge, but because the recommendations for a historic building have to be of a very specific nature.
Sure.
And I'm not sure what this $6,000 covers, and who's doing the work.
Well, it'd be something that, this was put together by Artelli and John O'Rourke.
Yeah.
And I believe they spoke to different people. But keep in mind, it's not making any physical changes to the building. This is just finding out where, because if we do the research and find out we're losing a minimal amount of energy and it's costing us a few $100s, then it's not worth it. But if we're losing what could be, a few $1,000s a year and the changes wouldn't have an impact, then we would find out.
You know me, I'm just worried about being put into a funnel on this because it's an old building. So since I'm in charge of the building, I guess I'll call Art and ask him who he's talking to. You know what I mean?
What do you mean you're in charge of?
Well, it's buildings and grounds, so, and head of the Friends of Maplewood. So all I'm saying is, I'm not getting territorial about it, I'm just being protective of the building. And I'm concerned about who Art's asking to do this. It has to be someone who has a sensitivity to historic buildings. That's my only concern.
Right. Well, I don't think we're at the stage where he's talking to specific people.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's-
I thought he was...
Oh, no, this is,
Okay.
keep in mind, we're applying for a grant. We could get denied for both these.
Okay.
This is just basically, would the county agree to fund half of this energy audit? And then if they agree to that, then they would meet with our, or if you want to think we know our end, both you and our.
Only about this. Only about this
No,
building,
absolutely.
that's
And
all.
your concerns are definitely,
You understand, I hope you
Right.
understand.
No,
Okay.
yeah,
Kyle and I saw your
Yeah.
I think we're actually all on the same page. No one's looking to let's say,
Okay.
by the way, use the example you used, rip out these beautiful windows and replace them with plastic
That's
vinyl
exactly what
windows.
That's my concern.
Yeah, no,
That
but if
is
you,
my
let's say the
concern.
audit found out that, hey, if you, and I just totally making this up, but you replace the fiberglass insulation in the attic, you guys could save, $1,000 a year kind of thing.
Fine with me.
That's what I think of the intent.
Okay, I just wanted